So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
They're all gone.
This is me putting Mia Khalifa behind me, and this is me like trying to be a real human. Did not work. Everyone in the office recognized me. It was a very uncomfortable work environment, not because anyone was overtly inappropriate. It was just simply being in an office, knowing anyone who walked through did a double take and is like, are you? So that was uncomfortable.
Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Let me figure this out. I think I'm pretty cute, but nobody ever hits on me. And I go out. I go to places by myself. I'm not expecting anybody to pay my bills or pay for my dinner, but nobody ever hits on me. Look, I'm alright. Why? And don't be like, oh, don't say I'm intimidating. It's because they're intimidated, right? So no. So there just aren't any confident men. And when men do come up, I do say, hey, I know how hard it is for you guys to approach women, so I appreciate it. I don't know. What do you think? What do I do?
No more dates, no more rings, no more men, at least not where these women are looking. Over the past 5 years, the argument for feminist success has really ramped up. You've seen it on podcasts, TikTok, or any platform that will have them. They'll take a seat and try to make the case for why they're doing just fine on their own. It's easy to find a man, they say, I keep getting catcalled, I don't need a date under $300, or if the ring isn't as pricey as my Lexus, it's not happening, but here's the kicker. It's often the same voices changing their tune a little while later. Suddenly the bold demands start morphing into complaints. Now, it's where have all the men gone, or how am I supposed to pay the bills alone, ladies? Here's the truth. Men are seeing this pattern unfold in real time. And the fact remains both today, tomorrow, and forever that the past matters.
Fuck me, you can't cook!
The majority of you actually believe that women should wait to get married. They shouldn't get married in their 20s.
Sorry.
I want you all to tell me specifically why you raise your hand that women should wait to get married.
You need to set your professional life before. You cannot depend on a man.
Set professional life. Okay, what about you?
I agree with what Monet said as far as you need to self-discover first. I feel like a lot of people get into a relationship with somebody and they don't know who they are, and that causes a lot of rift within the relationship because this person is trying to figure out themselves and this person is trying to figure out themselves. If you're 21 and you don't even know what you want to do in your career, how could you really establish a relationship, a real, true, loving relationship with anybody if you truly don't know how to love yourself the same way you're trying to love somebody else?
So you need self-discovery and career discovery.
Right.
Okay.
This idea of self-discovery has become a major sticking point when modern women claim they need time to discover themselves before considering dating or marriage. Often, this just means they're not through with the ride yet. They might imagine they'll somehow be magically ready once they've had their fill, believing that their so-called journey before a serious relationship is innocent or even necessary. But if we look closer, these self-improvement journeys aren't about building useful skills or personal growth. They're about ordering expensive takeout, promoting body positivity without health in mind, and nights out at the club. By the time they think they're ready to settle down, the mileage has added up. And many men who value hard work and commitment see no reason to buy into this game. Habits matter, and biologically, that's even truer for women. These phases, as some call them, aren't temporary detours, they're lifestyle choices that tend to stick. And by now, that behavior is less a rite of passage and more a reflection of priorities and values.
Always question a man who says, oh, I have a crazy ex, or, oh, yo, she's just crazy. No, sweetie, my question is, what did you do to make her crazy?
Women.
There's been this ongoing joke that women fall out over anything with their friends, but men have friendships that last a lifetime, so it seems like men make better friends than women, but that can't be any further from the truth, and here is why. The reason why male friendships seem to last a lifetime is because they lack depth.
Most men do not prioritize intimacy and emotional connection the way women do in our female friendships. A lot of men have surface-level friendships with their friends. They only bond over sports, music, or shared interests like going to the club. This man just admitted on camera that he doesn't even know most of his friends' birthdays.
When in doubt, it seems some will always try to question the value of masculinity. The truth is, men don't hold on to friendships because they're shallow, they hold on to them because these friendships are built on principles that aren't up for negotiation. It's almost laughable when someone, with only a surface-level understanding, tries to critique male relationships. Female friendships, on the other hand, often struggle because motives can be inherently self-centered and principles might feel more like bendable guidelines. This isn't some new phenomenon either. Throughout history, society has tended to keep women out of certain positions of power or responsibility, not necessarily because of capability, but due to the tendency for personal motivations to interfere with shared goals. When men value loyalty, they truly mean loyalty. When they ask for support in hard times, they expect you to be there. And these standards apply across the board, whether it's with male friends or with women in their lives. Unfortunately, this often reveals a major blind spot for many modern relationships. For instance, a woman might have acted out in a marriage, yet she'll recount that relationship later as if she had no part in its breakdown.
You guys are like, oh, you just hate men, you just hate men. I don't. I actually have like a lot of great men in my life. Men do really nice things for me. I believe in gender roles. When the check comes, I'm looking the other way. You're paying that shit. I don't give a fuck. I love men.
You're out of your mind.
When it comes to dating, and especially the idea of lifelong commitment, the past really does matter, and it's not just about body count. Back in the day, women were taught to embrace their femininity in ways that aligned with the qualities men sought out: homemakers who were reliable partners, bringing stability and care to family life while their husbands were out working. Fast forward to today, and you have what looks like a hamburger helper of traits, random, mismatched qualities thrown together, resulting in something that might look impressive on the outside but falls apart in practice. Many modern women spend years trying to find themselves instead of following a straightforward approach that would make them ideal partners. The old system wasn't perfect, but it worked. Women who valued respect, partnership, and sometimes even subservience often found stability, contentment, and support. Ironically, this is why you'll see podcasters ask stars of the lonely fans economy if they would trade a high-powered career for a stable home life with a supportive husband. Nearly every time, the answer is the same: they'd prefer the latter.
Fellas, I got a question, and I'm gonna need y'all to meet me down in the comments down below. And before y'all go there, yes, I'm serious. If a woman is married, or even in a relationship for that matter, if a woman is in a relationship, right, is it okay for her to A, have a male best friend, as well as B, go out to dinner with her male best friend? Simple. Let me know down in the comments, y'all.
Oh, come on. Do you think it's a red flag that you're single at 30?
No, not at all.
So why'd your last relationship end?
I cheated.
You cheated on him?
Yes.
And that's why you're single?
Yes.
Why'd you cheat on him?
I was still in love with my ex.
So he was a rebound?
100%.
Well, how long were you with the rebound?
Him for a while.
So you were messing around with the rebound while you were with your ex?
Yes.
So you cheated on both of them?
Yes. Crazy, right? But hey, we changed.
Are you sorry for cheating?
100%. I've forgiven myself and them.
Literally just openly admitted to cheating on both her exes. That is absolutely insane, guys. But she owned up to it. We gotta give her that, you know? We gotta give her that. Maybe it was because she wasn't ready for a relationship. Who knows? Whatever the case is, don't cheat, guys. It's not good.
We've all heard it before. I've forgiven myself and everyone involved. None of that matters anymore. I've changed. These are buzzwords, classic lines used to dodge accountability. At this point, it feels like ignoring past behavior has become an Olympic-level skill right after the pole vault. The woman in this clip, who cheated on 2 guys simultaneously, is just one of countless others who give the same canned responses about their past actions. Why? Because they've tapped into the hive mind and adopted the same lines that women in similar positions have used for decades. But here's where it gets even harder for men. Accepting the modern woman often means being asked to overlook not just her own past, but the legacy of women who have used these same excuses for generations. Even if you meet someone with a cleaner history, a rare find, the baggage of these broader patterns still lingers in the background. The reality is, most men aren't even given the choice to find someone outside of this mold because, well, that mold has become the standard.
I don't have anything wrong I'm my own person. I have my own life and I do what I do, and I'm making money. You're not paying my bills. You're not paying my rent.
You do, but you also have 2 little sisters that look up to you.
Okay,
and as a parent, it makes it very hard for me to be proud and brag about what my kid's doing for a living.
Well, you don't have to
that?
tell them anything. Just tell them how much I'm making a month, and that should be enough for them.
Not when it's at the cost it's at. It's hurting your relationship. It'll always hurt your relationship. It'll always follow you.
No, I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm a grown adult, and it's my body, my choice.
Oh, see, now, that's where it gets confusing.
I got rejected for the first time in my life. You guys know how I was looking for a man to spoil? Rotten. I found one. And guess what happened? Guess what I did, first of all? I think I told you guys. This woman doesn't exist. This is a fairy tale. I'm right here. And I gave him my side of the bed, so whenever he woke up in the morning, he had the better view. I gave him hours of massages. I bought a rain machine for my apartment so he could sleep better. I was always on top. Not once did he do it for mine. I always tried to pick up the bill. I washed his back, literally. I put moisturizer on his face. I always big spooned. I bought him headphones when his over-ears were broken. I was trying to order him ice cream because his blood sugar got low, and I was asking him what flavor he wanted. He said, "How about you stop waiting on me hand and foot?" All of that just for him to say he doesn't think we're compatible.
Most men will agree that they will never be this lucky to have a woman like this. That guy fumbled hard, but I'm truly wondering why. Let me know, guys, if you have any theories.
Let's set aside the big spoon stuff for a second. No idea what's going on there. Just a glance at the comments is enough to see what's really up with this one. She's no fairy tale wife, she's a lonely fans creator, and apparently she's been in that hustle for a while. But beyond the fact that most men aren't interested in being taken care of financially by a partner, this whole scenario shows how disconnected things have become. There's no real man who would be cool with being wined and dined by someone whose entire income is built on content she's putting out for the world, including future kids to see. Even more mind-boggling is that some guys simps. We might say actually buy into these stories, thinking it'll play out like a rom-com where the girl with the adult entertainment pass suddenly becomes the perfect partner. It's like that movie The Girl Next Door, but in reality, it doesn't work that way. It typically ends with that same woman back online trying to justify her worth while still carrying all that baggage. Unfortunately, it's not exactly a great foundation for a long-term relationship, let alone a family.
When few words do trick.
I dated a professional athlete, great at what he does. There's not a lot of room for emotion to be involved. It's either true or it's not true, or you're gonna get your neck broken. He could date whoever he wanted or sleep with whoever he wanted. And we were like arguing about something, and I was like, well, why would you date me? If like, I'm the person you date if you want like a challenge. And he just went, why would any man want a challenge in their relationship? In that moment was like, oh my God, I thought it was hot to you. I thought it was like what guys wanted. I thought it was like feisty. Like, I apologize.
Well, especially if you're dating somebody that is high performing in any realm, has goals. If you're working that hard in the office, you really want to come home and be like, right, there's that to-do list done. I wonder what fires I need to fight when I step through the front door as well.
First off, anything that comes out of Whitney's mouth is usually nonsense, and this is no exception. She's basically proving the point women today aren't just dealing with their own mistakes, they're carrying the weight of a legacy of infidelity, partner hopping, and just straight up reckless behavior that's been building for centuries. It's like she's saying, isn't this what men want? But that mindset didn't just come from her. It's inherited from years of others' poor choices and a social narrative that keeps pushing this behavior as normal. And this is why the past matters. It's not just about personal history. It's about an entire system of behavior that's been exaggerated over time. So no, ignoring the past isn't an option, especially when that past has created this mess. And honestly, this is why so many men are done with dating and marriage within this network of unsavory behaviors. The costs are simply too high. Even when faced with reality, a lot of them can't, or won't accept it.
Girl, hurry up! Oh my God! Wait, what? What happened? 5 minutes too late. How? Where? But it's right there. The closest right there.
I don't understand. But
Bro, because you wanted to be hanging out with these drunk men. Me? It was you. You the one getting drunk with them and talking with them. We could have been here this whole time. What are we supposed to do? My passport is up there. But my passport, what am I supposed to do? My passport, my ID, everything's up there. Why can't we just go if it's literally right there?
We paid like $1,500 for this. We can't go. Yes, but you came late. I said you came late. I can't let you in. I'm sorry.
Are you serious right now? Like, so now we're just stranded in the Bahamas with nothing. Bro, it's your fault. I don't understand. It's your fault being crazy. Why are we getting drunk? Why are we getting drunk when we knew we were supposed to be up there?
There's something poetic about how a single clip can capture the fate of modern dating. Ladies, the ship is sailing and the party's officially over. Men, you already know our past is our past, a chapter we can close. But as you've seen, that's not so simple on the other side of the aisle. So, embrace your freedom and keep moving forward. This is the way.